pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
It's a little bit
follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Afterburner Motorsports Christmas Special live from the Daytona International Speedway. Folks, we have a great one in store for you tonight. So glad you're joining us here this evening. As always, my name is Joe Towanski. Joining me up here in the booth tonight, the one and only co-hostess with the mostest, Mr. Ricky Collette. Ricky, welcome back to the JTN booth. Welcome back to Central Florida, Daytona International Speedway, where every season seems to begin, and where we're going to have a fun little race here tonight.
Joe, we're back here at Daytona. Gonna have a fun one tonight. Like you said, a little December fun here on JTN in the sunshine state of Florida
fun
for tonight's race at the Daytona International Speedway. No snow out here, Joe. No cold.
No cold. So, it's nice. I think our weather on our graphics says 70 degrees. I believe it's 60 degrees actually out there. So it has gotten a little chilly since we last looked at the weather. This, of course, is your AutoSim 2 race preview. AutoSim 2 out now on Steam. That Steam winter sale about to start. We're part of that with AutoSim 2, so go check it out. 53 laps tonight. Special race, special event here with our friends at Afterburner Motorsports. And Ricky, I think, a race like tonight, you're just going for a win. It's only 53 laps, not a lot of time to get to the front of the field. Less than a traditional NASCAR dual race here at Daytona. It's going to be the sense of urgency probably going to be at a high level to start this one.
That's right, Joe, and also fixed setups here, so everyone kind of on even footing. No one really going to get much of an advantage out there by way of setups. So definitely going to be putting a lot of stock in how you're attacking this track, how you're going to be manipulating this field, how you're going to be bobbing and weaving through those guys coming around this joint. Going to be a lot of skill behind the wheel being displayed here tonight for these guys to get up front there and contend for that win.
Those drivers out there qualifying right now. We have a special qualifying order reading here tonight, so we'll get to that once qualifying is concluded, but you can see those results at the top of your screen for the time being. CTS physics, Ricky, we always talk about the trucks being so draft reliant, and that's going to be the case here tonight.
For sure, these trucks always have a lot of draft to them. Not a very gradual drop-off of draft. It's definitely very much an on-off thing with these trucks when we come to places like Daytona and Talladega, but definitely a lot more suck to them, as it were, than maybe a cup car.
Well, qualifying has concluded. Folks, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to read off the starting lineup, but we're going to have help from our drivers here tonight because they want to wish everyone at home a very Merry Christmas. Stand by. Ricky's going to get a little break up here in the booth. How's that sound, Ricky?
That sounds pretty good, Joe. I think you got to take us down there and go talk to these guys. I think they're getting antsy.
We'll make our way on down there into the driver's area as we get ready to read off tonight's starting lineup. Starting on pole tonight, the driver of the number 89.
Tracy?
Yeah, number 89, Tracy Anders. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Starting in second tonight, the driver of the number 23.
Doug Hillick, happy birthday, Jesus. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy Merry Christmas. Practice driving all day, coming in from South Carolina, so I should be fast.
Starting third tonight, driver of the 26.
Jim McConnell out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. Have a good race.
Starting fourth tonight, the driver of the 188.
Rolling in the fourth position is going to be Larry D. out of Georgetown, Massachusetts, driving the Charlie Brown 188 Chevy Silverado. Shout out to all their fellow drivers and a Merry Christmas.
Starting fifth this evening, driver of the 93.
Yeah, it's Charles Copeland, a ghost star man, but I'm from Windsor, North Carolina, and I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year, and thank you, fellas.
Starting sixth this evening, driver of the 61.
Steve Wright, Shelbyville, Michigan. Merry Christmas, everybody, and let's have fun.
Starting seventh this evening, driver of the number 80.
This is Mike Altenhoff. Merry Christmas to all from Marion, Indiana.
Starting in the eighth position tonight, driver of the 68.
Jerry Enns from Apache Junction, Arizona. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Starting ninth tonight, driver of the 15.
Go ahead, Scotty.
Moving right along.
Scott Musgrove starting at ninth in the 15. Starting 10th tonight, driver of the 97.
Pat McCarsky from Brownsburg, Indiana. Merry Christmas to all, and good luck, brothers.
Starting 11th tonight, driver of the number 9.
Hey guys, it's Chris Elliott, number 9 out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Good to see all your old faces. It's been a long time. I'm happy to be here. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, JTN. Let's have a good race, and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Starting 12th tonight, driver of the number 1.
Joseph Hayes from Reddick, Florida. If you guys ready, Merry Christmas to y'all, and let's just bring Santa Claus to the track.
Starting 13th tonight, driver of the 137.
John Dick out of Grand Blanc, Michigan. Happy have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Starting 14th tonight, driver of the 25.
Robert Shoemaker from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I wish Merry Christmas to all my co-drivers, competition and everything.
Starting 15th this evening, driver of the 029.
Mike Mangialardi out of Federal Way, Washington. Give a shout out, Merry Christmas to my friends watching at the Rainier Room tonight. Good luck, everybody.
Starting 16th this evening, driver of the 3.
John Godfrey out of Cornelius, North Carolina. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Starting 18th tonight, driver of the 110.
Dennis Chambers, Barry, Vermont. Happy holidays, guys. Good luck. Good to see everybody.
Starting 20th tonight, driver of the number 20.
Joe Morbido out of Newburgh, New York. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy birthday, Ray.
And finally, starting 21st, driver of the number 18.
Ray Hillick Jr., Apollo, Pennsylvania. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to wish my wife, my son, and my dog Merry Christmas.
And that will be your starting lineup here tonight, folks. Thanks, you drivers. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Joe.
And folks, that will be our lineup here tonight. Got to hear from all the drivers. Again, wishing everyone a very happy holiday season, a Merry Christmas. And Ricky, we're ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm pumped. Got to hear all the drivers. You know, it's we're gonna have fun tonight.
Yeah, fun old time here tonight, Joe. I don't think you ever go wrong with Daytona for a fun night. Everyone always has a good time when we come to a super speedway just for the goofs and the gaffs, I guess. And everyone here got some festive Christmas paint schemes on their trucks too.
Yes.
Definitely gonna add a little bit to that motif. I know I kind of missed last night, which there was a little bit of snow out there, wasn't it? Joe?
It was icy up there in Christmas, Michigan. But want to also commend all the drivers here tonight because we've never done that with like a starting lineup. They did fantastic. So good job, drivers. Hope you have a great time tonight. Hope you're watching this race back and you enjoy what we're about to do for you and what you're about to put on for all the fans at home. Folks, if you're tuning into J10 for the first time, I know this is our first time with our friends here at Afterburner Motorsports. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you click the like button. You don't want to miss a second of the action of what we have going on here on JTN. We can't thank you enough, as always, for tuning in. We're going to have a good one here tonight. I'm ready. Ricky's ready. Bristol, our producer, back in the truck. He is ready. Ricky, he's just ready for Christmas. He's been such a good boy this year. Everyone always tells him he's a good boy in chat. The tree's going to be full of
Anyone
presents.
telling you you're a good boy, Joe?
No.
Oh.
I'd like them to, but yeah, that's okay.
It's hard.
No,
it's hard when you're an adult.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Anyways.
Yeah, it's got some weird implications to it. Anyways, gonna have a fun time here tonight. 2 minutes left in happy hour, so these guys out here just getting a feel for the track, I'd imagine, Joe. Just kind of get that a little bit more drafting practice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just get a little extra practice in. You know, I mean, Ricky, how crucial is a race like tonight in terms of, how crucial is it to kind of know the moves of your opponents out there on track?
Very important. A lot of tonight's going to be a mind game, especially with how short of a race it is, Joe. You're really going to be trying to outsmart everyone. You're going to be trying to make moves out there that they can't calculate for, or make quick moves that they're not expecting, and kind of try to use it to get under their skin a little bit, you know?
You want to get under people's skin?
And that's how you get around this place. You just gotta, it's a constant game of trying to outsmart people and get people kind of like a little bit intimidated, a little bit discombobulated.
I don't think this is the right game.
Go for the attack.
There isn't an intimidate button in this game, is there?
No, there isn't an intimidate button, I don't think. I think there's a share draft button too.
Ah. So you're not giving any gifts, is what you're saying.
No.
Is that what I'm hearing?
You're not giving anyone the gift of... I mean, you could push someone here.
Okay. Would you push anyone here? Enthralling conversations we're going to have up here in the booth.
54 laps, Joe. You gotta get to the end of this. You know, you gotta get to the end of it until you draft someone to the end.
Ricky, you just gave them an extra 10 miles.
How many laps?
You gave them an extra 2.5 miles. No, it's 53.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Wow.
10 miles, Joe. That's a one lap. That's 2 miles.
Listen, we've both made mistakes in the last
2.5
30 seconds.
miles. Wait, I was wrong again.
Folks, can you tell we're out of practice? Can't thank you enough again for tuning in. If you have a league and you want to get broadcast here on JTN, you can contact us, JoeTowNetwork, at gmail.com, or also contact us through our Facebook. Honestly, Facebook might be the easiest way to contact us if you got an account over there, but email works just as fine.
You got that hip email, Joe?
Yeah, JoeTowNetwork at gmail.com. I'm asking folks, though, not to use that email to sign up for subscriptions.
JoeTowNetwork at AOL.com.
Yeah, that's us.
JoeTowNetwork at Netscape.com.
We need a website. That's what we really need.
JoeTowNetwork at CompuServe.
Are you going to keep getting off topic?
I mean, we got 30 seconds left to practice. I gotta do something.
What's your, before we
All
go...
I'm doing is finagling with this coin between my fingers. I just found a penny on my desk. I'm just playing with it, and I can't do that during the broadcast. Otherwise, I'm going to keep dropping it, and it's going to keep coming up on the mic. I can't mute it quick enough.
So, Ricky, it's a Christmas race. I have to ask, what's your favorite Christmas gift that you've ever gotten?
The spirit of the holidays.
Oh my God.
That's a tough one. I remember we got a PS2, like, brand new, when they came out. Literally back in, like, 2000, 2001. I think that was a Christmas present. That's a little fuzzy of a memory for me, though.
Yeah, because you would have been, what, like... Well, you don't have to say, it's okay. You would have been young, very young.
I got an Xbox 360. My dog a Christmas present? Well, no. We adopted my dog in December, but it wasn't like we'd adopt him early December, so that's kind of like I don't think that's really a Christmas present, but
Looks like our race tonight is actually 56 laps.
that's a present to the family, I guess. Good boy. But I don't know, Joe. What's your favorite Christmas present? I got a lot of Hess trucks too. Did you get a lot of Hess trucks when you were a kid?
No, I didn't. I didn't get a lot of Hess trucks.
Oh, I used to get Hess trucks every year when I was a kid.
Oh. We wait command to get engines fired here from Daytona. I'm seeing 56 laps. Are you seeing 56 laps, Ricky?
I am seeing 56 laps.
Okay. So there's the command to get engines fired here. Drivers will be rolling out there. We're going to get our graphics set. Apologies, folks. Having all kinds of issues here.
Just put like a big squeaky 6 on it, Joe.
No, we're not. It's a Christmas race. That's not part of the Christmas spirit.
Oh, true. You're right.
It's gotta look nice.
I mean, Joe, you ever wrap a present and just butcher the label? And you're like, all right, well, it's wrapped.
No, I will unwrap.
You don't have any labels left. You misspell something. You got to scribble out with pen, and you're like, well, I don't have any labels left.
No.
I think one year I put painter's tape on a box. I just like wrote it because I accidentally misspelled something on the last good Christmas to from tag that I had, and I was like, oh, God, now what do I do?
Ricky, should we just have like a Christmas story with Ricky segment?
Yes.
Where are the trucks right now?
On the back straightaway.
Okay. All right.
My favorite holiday memories was the year I slammed my fingers in the door. I didn't think that was a Christmas thing. That might have been a winter thing. 3. It goes back to the PlayStation. I remember that because I was like...
Right.
I slammed my fingers in the door. My dad was like, if you stop crying, we'll play Gran Turismo. And I was like, all right. That's all I got.
I'm ready to go racing, man, because then we can stop getting you. You can stop talking once we go racing. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to here. You silly goose.
I'm always up for it.
I know.
Oh, I got an NR 2003 for Christmas one year. That was a pretty good present.
Tracy Anders. It's a pretty good present. You're still using it. Tracy Anders leading us to green in the number 89. Outside, Doug Hulick in the 23. So glad you joined us here tonight, folks. We're going to have a good one as the field makes their way into the tri-oval. Fans are on their feet. Green flag. We're racing here from the Daytona International Speedway. Quick up through the gears. The field will go 2 by 2 into the first corner. Anders able to clear both lines. Now the 26 of Jimmer to the inside of the 23 of Hulick.
If 9 gonna go up higher, it's going to 26, get to the inside.
They'll be side by side battling for the lead. 26 able to clear inside line right now, prevailing. Numbers relatively evenly distributed between the two lines. Now top 2 both clear single file. Jimmer and Starman.
.26 up ahead of the field here. 93 Starman on the back bumper of that truck. We see on the outside this 89 truck. Vanders keeps getting that push there from second in line. You look at the 23. They do a good job pushing up there. I've seen that line actually stand pretty together. It's interesting. We'll see how that goes as the race moves on here. Short race again, so going to be some incentive to be on that the big silver boogie pedal all night. But I don't think we're going to see a lot of guys riding around. But it will be interesting to see if
What would be interesting to see, Ricky?
Dominant, or maybe somewhere in the middle.
Completely lost everything. I don't know what you said. They're side by side. We're battling for the lead here. Still off of turn number 4. They're side by side for that top spot. Anders in the 89, able to now take the lead in that Toyota Tundra. Nose is out in front that time at the line. Outside line starting to grab some momentum. See a couple cars that got trucks rather, got bow ties and reefs on the nose. Is that gonna kind of help them a little bit, Ricky? I mean, blocking off some of that
reefs
air.
are pretty aerodynamic.
Yeah. You think reefs are pretty aerodynamic?
I think reefs are pretty aerodynamic.
Yeah. Have you ever made a reef?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. I have. It's fun. 89, still your leader. They're side by side. Right now, this is that kind of feeling out phase of the race, right? You're trying to figure out what you can get away with. You're starting to see this inside line. They're like creeping up the racetrack a little bit, kind of that reverse pinch. We talk about the outside line, and you hear a lot of drivers, they complain, rightfully so or not. I'll leave that discretion up to the viewers at home, but drivers will complain if they're on that inside line about getting pinched. What does that mean, Ricky?
Getting pinched basically means that you're running a line, guys running up top on you, and then they start coming down. They don't... It means exactly what you think. You only have so much space, and they're pinching you in there. Usually what guys will do, they'll do that to keep you from getting a run off the turns if they're trying to be on that high line and get working. It helps to kind of keep those guys down low on that low line so they're putting more wheel into it, keep those tires turned a little more left, a little bit more friction for those good years on the pavement. Makes it so they don't get as much of a run coming off the exit of the turn as they would if they were allowed to kind of move around freely, just get that little bit of a vertical motion up the track like you see the guys on the long line doing right now. So it's an interesting little game. It gets a little tricky at some points because as soon as you get too close together, sometimes you bump doors and that leads to an accident. So you got to be very careful with it.
Doug Hulick there in the number 23. Big, impressive move to get down in front of the inside line. So he'll now lead that line and try to push them to the front. 2 Toyotas at the front of the field. An interesting note here. See how the manufacturers play with each other tonight. It's always a story on the super speedways. Maybe not in a race like this as much, but I always like to just sprinkle that little nugget in there throughout the race, right? Gotta look at those badges on the grills, right? Heck, you drive one. You drive one of these trucks now too, right?
I mean, I don't drive one of these trucks. I drive a 14 Silverado, so it's not these trucks.
Different mod.
Yeah, it's a Camping World Truck Series 15, I think it's the mod.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You got it.
Speak of anything out here, Joe, but these trucks... Save for the Tundra, I think all of these trucks have rust problems. In a real-world setting. Tracy is still leading here, though, on lap 8 of 56. I think they're run here, this 89 machine is. This big old Toyota V8 under the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got a lot of power underneath it. 23 trying to make a run up, down low. Larry D, though, giving a big push to this 89 as Larry D starting to appear. But you see someone on the back straightaway here. Let's just go dropping back, let these guys on by.
Scott Musgrove in the 15 dropping back.
15 truck.
Yeah. Larry D with the move now to get to the inside of Anders in the 89. He's got the Charlie Brown Peanuts characters on the side of the 188 tonight. I gotta watch Charlie Brown Christmas. I haven't watched that in a few years. Got me getting all sentimental.
I haven't seen it for years afterwards too.
Again, the outside line
Oh, sorry,
prevailing. No, you're good. Outside line now prevailing again. Anders back out in front, getting a push from the 9-car Chris Elliott. Love that number 9 font, by the way.
Joe, how many laps do you think they got for fuel here? Have we got an idea of what the fuel and tires are looking like tonight?
I believe it's in that 18 range. I believe it's 2X. That'd be something to check. You know, people like to think that we know what we're doing up here in the booth. We're not going to fool you folks at home. We don't like liars. We're not going to lie to you. We have no idea what we're doing. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Larry D with another big move to the inside, getting help from Hewlick in the 23. That's Doug. Once again, outside line prevailing behind Anders in the 89. D now to the inside, and we talked about that pinching, right, where that outside line comes down. Well, now that inside line's working its way up. This kind of works as a reverse pinch, right, Ricky, where that inside line tells the outside, no, you're not going to do that to me. I'm going to do it to you first in the center of the corner. You're not going to be able to pinch me on corner exit. Starting to see that inside line migrating up the racetrack just a little bit.
Yeah, you do see Larry D, though, getting a big run here, making a charge at this lead. I haven't seen Larry D going for that lead just yet, so see if he gets a lead here. Going across the line. Looks like he's going to be leading this lap, but new front runner at the bottom of the line. Chris Elliott's kind of moved his way up here, second in line up top now.
97 McCarskey, the third truck in line there. Haven't said his name yet tonight. Again, just kind of watching this front of the field. We're locked 2 by 2, bumper to bumper, all the way to the back of this pack. Everyone's still together. Save for the, I believe everyone's still together, because we talked about the 15 dropping back, but he's tail end of the draft, Scott Musgrove. Now Larry D, free and clear. Another charge to the outside, though. Here comes Anders. Oh, they're going to get close. That was a little too close. Ricky, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little scared right now.
I'm having fun, Joe.
I'm
Look
having
at these
fun, but
guys.
I'm a little scared.
They've been both right on it all night. This top and this low line have been in a dead heat since we started this 13 laps ago. That's most of the way through a fuel run if we're got the math right there with that 18. And these guys not letting off at all on this. And now they're getting all over the place. You see Anders trying to block that outside line. Chris Elliott going to look to the inside. Going to get a push from Larry D. Can't defend up there by the 89. They have to let him on by. It's a 9 in the 89, a dead heat. We got some cars together. We got a wreck in the back, Joe.
68 up on his side. 80 as well. Big hit for Wright in the 61. Couple more trucks involved. 15 also collected up in it. Caution out for the first time here tonight at Daytona. Well, you talked about it, Ricky. Things were starting to get tense. Contact between the 68 and the 80.
Yeah, it looks like the 80 bounced off the wall a little bit, Joe, and just when it came back off the wall, it just very lightly got the 68 in a very light area of the track. Not a lot of damage out there on a lot of these trucks, so we'll see how that fares for these guys. But moderate damage here, so a lot of these guys, I think, are going to be able to come down for damage. I think whoever flipped there might have a little bit of an issue, but though these guys taking some soft hits out there will be able to get a quick repair.
Let's go on board with birthday boy Ray Hewlick in the 18, because he was the back of the field, going to give you a good view of what happened here on board the 18 truck. Also, let's go ahead and go on board with Dennis Chambers in the 110. He did a fantastic job of driving his way through this wreck, Ricky. Here we are off turn 4.
Oh, it's good to get a little bit of wreck avoidance.
No, I got into the back of the 20 just a little bit there.
Everyone coming off pit road here. Pretty much the way they came down.
Yeah, it's we're 3/4 of the way into a fuel run. Might as well come now, right?
Yeah, Anders only took 2 tires there, Joe, which I'm sure some of these guys are going to be debating between 2 and 4, but I don't know. How do you feel out here about the tire wear? Did you hear anything about these guys talking about that right front and all?
I didn't. I would take 2. Just you're sitting there for fuel. You might as well take 2, right?
I would think that in most situations, I would agree with you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
In most situations, I would agree with you.
Okay.
But I am a little bit concerned because this is the older Daytona. Just to break some immersion on that, since this is like an older version of the Daytona. A little bit more handling here, bumpier track. You definitely need to worry about that tire heat here and that tire wear sometimes.
So field getting gathered back up here. First round of pit stops complete under our first caution of the night. So Ricky, I asked you the question of what your favorite gift was. Have you ever had a gift made out to your sibling and then it was actually a gift for you and your parent has to tell your sibling that it wasn't for them? Does that ever happen to you? Because that happened to me. Now, I was the one on the good end of the stick because it was actually my gift. But let me tell you, my little brother was not, he was none too pleased. It was a big Lego set. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think I ever had that.
Yeah.
I got the same present a few times.
Yeah?
I got the same present like twice one year. From 2 different ones because I went to my grandparents' house for Christmas. They got me the same computer game that I got for Christmas at my house.
That's okay. That's different, though. That's like, that happens.
I mean, the bright side, I had 2 discs for the same game for a long time. It just meant that when one got trashed, like all CD-ROMs did, I could be like, all right.
You remember what game
I
it
got
was?
this one.
Ricky, what game was it? Do you remember?
It was a SpongeBob game.
Oh my goodness.
I don't remember which one, but do with that your wildest content. Or whatever your heart says.
Oh, we're working our first caution here tonight, folks. We got great racing action coming up for you throughout the rest of the month. MOT Trucks 1 week from tonight from Supercell season finale there for their truck series. And Hobo Racing, we're going to have their Christmas race on December 19th. And then, our final TMP race that we're going to do December 27th. TMP shutting their doors. Right now it's slated for December 27th. We're still working through the details there. I want to put it on our upcoming races, but nonetheless, I got some great race action coming up for you throughout the rest of the year. Bomb Squad Racing will be back January 4th for their Cup Series, starting 30 race schedule there. So, again, a lot of great racing action coming up here on JTN. If you're new, which I have a feeling a lot of folks are, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified when we go live, and then you won't miss a second of the action. See Antonio in chat. Thank you for tuning in, Antonio. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday night. Hope you're having a happy holiday season, and saw you in chat last night too, so can't thank you enough for tuning in and saying hello and sticking with us. And folks out there, if you're in chat for the first time, don't be afraid to say hello. Always like giving shout outs and stuff. If you just say hi in chat, we usually say hi back and say your name. So if you want to hear your name on JTN, now's the perfect time to do it. Getting ready to go back racing. Again, it's Anders in the 89, Chris Elliott, Larry D, the 3-car. That is John Godfrey in the 4th spot. And rounding out your top 5, it is the 23 of Doug Hulick. Makarski there in 6th. 7th is Jimmer. 8th is Starman. 9th is the 20 truck of Morabito. And rounding out your top 10 here for the restart is the 1 of Joseph Hayes. Restart coming to lap 18 of 56. And back away we will go. Green flag once again here at Daytona. Good restart out of the 89. He's clear of the outside line. Does he move up? Because we saw Anders so content running in that outside line. Ricky, it'll be the key here off of turn 2.
Anders gets a good run here coming off of turn 2. He's got to be careful because 188 is going to get a big head of steam by the 3 guys drafted up top. Going to try to block up high. You see right behind him, the 23 can't get there yet. 188, Larry D gets to the inside of him. They're side by side coming through 3.
Larry's got help, more immediate help now to the back of the 89, but he'll be side by side for second as he's lost the lead to Larry D in that 188 truck. See, the field splintered a little bit more than it was on the initial start. Have to think that's because of numerous trucks now having damage from that first incident. Jeff G. Fan 24 in chat saying, let's go Ray, and wishing him a happy birthday. That's the other thing. Tell us who you're rooting for in chat. They're side by side for second. Larry D now clear. He's kind of in that interesting position, right, Ricky, where you can... Right now, this part in the race, you're probably just going to stay in your line, and if that guy in the other line gets a run like Anders is here, you just kind of let him. But late in the race, if you're in that position and you're the 188, you got to start thinking about blocking, right?
Oh, of course, you got to start thinking about blocking at some point here.
What point are you blocking as we're about a third of the way into, just over a third of the way into this one?
Maybe a little bit later, you know. We're about a third of the way. Maybe after 2/3 of the way, I would say you want to do that. So we're 20 laps in, maybe 40 laps. With 40 laps, I'd say. Maybe even a little earlier. Maybe at 20 to go, which would be you know, a few laps extra on that 40. Or subtracted for that 40, I should say. So whatever 20 laps to go is, I would say that's probably when you want to start blocking. And then again, He'll run 18 laps, so maybe it all depends on where. Oh, we got a truck around in the back. The 68 of Jerry Enns. And that's going to be our second caution of the night.
Joseph Hayes also still pushing that 68 truck. They're still going.
Yeah, not a lot of damage with those two. I think they're just going to keep doing this.
Did they maybe get locked under some mistletoe?
Maybe.
I mean, they're kissing, right? Those trucks. Oh! 68 was getting up on 2 wheels for a second.
Oh, grippy, yeah.
Oh, a little bit. Okay. Let's get a replay. Oh. Did you see that?
What?
What happened?
What happened?
Looks like the one might have... Was that a little bit of warp? Let's see. Back it up a little bit more. No, he just drifted down into him. Into the side of the 68. So Hayes into the side of Enns. Interesting. So some split strategies here for pit road. Leader Larry D going to stay out. 97 Makarsky also going to stay out. Rest of the field, though, looking like 15 and 61 also staying out. So kind of some split strategies here, Ricky. I always like coming down and taking fuel.
At this point, I would just take fuel, especially with how quick of the race it is. How many we know that there's going to be at least one more stop. At the very minimum, if you can, if not two, if you can just top off of that fuel and just have a step ahead on these guys that's staying out on that fuel run. I mean, it's not a, it's 19 trucks out here right now. I'll sacrifice the lead and make my charge back up front if it means I'm a step ahead on the fuel cycle, and that's what I think you want to do here. But that being said, I think some of these guys too up front want to be leading this, and I'm sure that 2 cautions already in this event that they're banking on another caution before they need to make this fuel run, which can be a bit of a gamble. Sometimes it's not that far-fetched, so you never know.
I mean, you don't want to gamble around the holidays, though, right?
Unless your holiday is a gambling holiday.
I don't think so.
Gamble, miss.
Ricky, I do have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Sometimes you don't, actually. What'd you get me for Christmas? Give me anything? Doesn't have an answer, folks. It's okay, Ricky. It was a joke.
I'm giving you the spirit of the holiday, Joe.
Aw, thank you. That's what I've always wanted.
And also someone to be here tonight.
Folks.
Merry Christmas.
Folks, if you enjoy what we're doing here on JTN, we always encourage you to make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the like button. There's currently 15 people watching, only 7 likes. We're not even at 50% then on likes. So click that like button for us at home. We appreciate it when you do. But Ricky, a gift that they can give us here at JTN. We always give them great content throughout the year. But what the folks at home can do, they can, again, make sure they're subscribed and they're like, but they can also follow us on our other platforms. We're on Facebook at JoeTowNetwork, Instagram, X, Twitch, TikTok, on all the platforms. You can check us out on all of them. JoeTowNetwork, across the web. Keeping you up to date with all things that we got going on here on those platforms. And again, easiest way though to keep up to date, of course, is to make sure you're subscribed right here on youtube.com/JoeTowNetwork. Should be getting pace truck lights out here at the line.
We keep doing that, Joe. We keep hitting the same beat when we get to a silence where we start talking identical times.
We do. I think
we're not trying that. We're not coordinating that.
No,
we just keep sitting there for the same duration of time and go.
It's because we're both just so good at our jobs, We understand.
We're so in sync.
Yeah. It's like
we're so inside of a sync.
It's like we could finish each other's
sandwiches.
What was that?
Sandwiches.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually what I was thinking.
See? We're in sync.
There's no way.
Our jokes are good. Well, I should say good, but even our jokes are linked up.
What happens when you make two mechanical engineers talk on a YouTube channel? Jesus.
Now, Joe, what do you think is going to be coming up on this run here? Because we're 25, 56
This is weird,
laps,
right? Because we're halfway.
We're not even, we're not halfway necessarily yet.
We're about halfway.
Halfway would be...
We're 3 laps away from
28.
halfway. Yeah, we're 3 laps away from halfway. I don't know, Ricky, because it's weird, right? Because we've seen that first run was relatively tame, and then we started approaching those pit stops, and boy, it got intense, and then that's where you saw the incident. That last run, it was just a mistake out of the one truck, and you know, I didn't really get the feeling that the intensity had ramped up. So now that we're approaching that halfway mark, if you're a driver in the back half of the field, you're gonna have to start making some moves. These top 4 all stayed out, or top 3 rather. Or top 2. Top 2 stayed out. Everyone else pit. So, it's another thing to be watching here. Is what the fuel looks like. Because those top 2, they're going to have to pit a little bit earlier than the rest of the field here. If this thing goes green. Believe we, though, we're good to go on one more pit stop. So, it's another thing to take into consideration for all these truckers here as we get ready to go back. Green flag racing. Larry D with control. Makarski to the outside. That's your front row. Restart coming to lap 26 of 56. 31 laps to go here from Daytona. Good restart from the outside line. Not enough, though, to keep even with the 188. Although here comes a run from the 97. Help from Elliott in the number 9. And the 3 of Godfrey. They're lined up 3 versus 2. I believe the numbers game is going to prevail on the outside, Ricky.
Yeah, I'm going to see Pat Makarski up here in the 97 truck, starting to get an edge out. I haven't seen this 97 truck take the lead just yet. Going to see if he gets it this lap. Side by side with Larry D. Got a big push for that 9 of Elliott right behind him. Easily going to lead this lap with a whole truck length.
The 97 now clear of both lanes for a moment. Inside line led by D. Going to surge just a little bit there down that second short chute into turn number 1. Makarski, though, clear with the lead. Elliott there. Second in that line. He'll battle with Larry D for the second spot.
Top line really starting to take off here. Joe's the 97 still got this lead.
And now the top 3 are single file. The battle's on for 4th. The 93 and 188. So, oh, we got one around at the back of the field. Hard into the inside wall. The 25. Oh, he'll save it. One truck also around. There are down there on the apron. No caution.
No caution.
Gonna get you a replay, though, of what happened there off of turn number 2.
Oh, we got 2 more trucks. Oh, 93 hard to the inside wall.
Still no caution. Replay of what Ricky was talking about. Here it is. Contact between the 93 and the 23. That is a heavy hit. Starman's truck all tore up on the front end. But no caution, Ricky. We stay green and we're single file at the front of the field.
Single file at the front of the field. I think everyone thought that that would be the end of it for now. But no caution, so these guys stay out there running.
And now things get a little tame, don't they? As we're over halfway.
Just watch these guys chug around here, Joe. But that 97 got a great lead at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's kind of this waiting game, right?
Just a waiting game for the moment, yeah.
Side by side for the 4th spot. Larry D still stuck on the bottom. Going to have help from the 029 of Mangialardi. That green truck with the... I believe that's the Brad Keselowski Racing number 29 font. I like that font. No bias.
Oh, it's like that font.
See if this 29 truck gets up in the line. I think he will. There he goes. Got Taz on the hood. Look like Taz.
Why wouldn't you have Taz on the hood here, Joe? It's Daytona. You're spinning around high speed in circles. That's perfect for Taz.
Big check up that time into turn 3. Don't know where that came from. Oh, we're under caution. That's where it came from. Oh, 93. No? What are we under caution for?
Let's see, Joe.
I can't find it. Someone blow up?
Yeah, I don't see anything out there, Joe. Huh. Interesting. But we're under caution, 35:56 laps of tonight's event, so probably from here you could probably make it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So a phantom caution out here. Ghost of Christmas Past. Which one's the mean one? Are any of them mean? I haven't seen that movie in a while.
$97 going to come down pit road. Chris Elliott looked like he's staying out for the moment here, Joe. So we'll see what that is. If he's just staying out to get that lap ladder, if he's got a strategy here. But I think everyone would want to pit at this point. You're gonna.
I would think that these trucks staying out, they're definitely pitting. I think they're going to try to pit later in this caution because Ricky,
I think it's a smart play, Joe.
Yeah, I do too. We're on the cusp of making it on fuel.
Right now we're at 19 laps to go. So I'm sure out there these guys are doing the math out and seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Joe, what do you think the rest of this race is going to look like? Do you think we're going to go green to the end? One run left in this 20 laps right now. Or 21, 19 laps. 20, 21. 20 right now. They're going to be coming across the line. That's going to be 20 laps. These guys in the front going to be coming down this time for that fuel and tires. But, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think these guys are going to make it to the end?
I think so. I think so. I think that's why you're seeing these truckers come down now, and I think you'll see the 23. See a lot of these guys come back down. Already seeing a couple of them come back down. It's just close, right, Ricky? It's one of these things. The fuel mileage can be so tricky on these super speedways because there are ways you can save fuel. You can clutch a little bit here or there. You get a caution or two before the end of this race. That'll definitely help you out. Of course, all these drivers, they want it to go green to the end because they want to prove it out there on the track. They don't want cautions kind of derailing their plans. But, yeah, I feel like they can make it. Did that answer your question?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You need a bed liner or anything? Bed cover?
What?
Your truck?
No, I got a bed cover and I got a bed liner.
Wow. You're a trucker.
No, I'm a owner of a pickup vehicle.
Wow. You pick things up in it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone lining up here, getting ready to go. Light's still on in the pace truck, but some of these guys back here were lined up to 05 for some reason. Got me all confused.
You're always confused.
I'm always confused, but I don't imagine they're probably gonna get that one to go this time by. Just a hunch.
Paula Morrison writing in happy birthday to Ray. Trying to read the rest of the message. Watching both brothers race. Ray and Doug. For tuning in, Paula. See Doug coming down pit lane here. And pace truck lights are out.
I'm really gonna take it right to the minute as the lights are on the pace truck. Yeah.
What?
You guys pitted the 23, the 80, the 61, the 15, the 9, the 20, the 188, the 1, the 25. So some fast trucks are there. Some guys have been up front taking this chance. Just come down now.
Mm-hmm.
You'll definitely make it from here on fuel. And I think these guys get a little extra insurance.
Mm-hmm. And those trucks going to, again, be in that best position to make it to the end. And it's kind of what you're putting yourself in. It's not a particularly large field where it's going to make it impossible if you're starting out back here on this restart. It's definitely going to make it more difficult, but, you know, if you're good at this stuff, you can make it work. I am ready for this restart. Are you ready?
Are you ready, Freddy?
I'm ready, Freddy. Ready.
Are you ready, Freddy, for some spaghetti?
Yes. right, folks, here we go. Restart coming to lap 39 of 56. Anders with control. Green flag. We're back underway.
Anders gets a good jump into turn one. Gonna have both lines to defend here. No one up top, no one on bottoms. Gonna try to split the middle for the moment. We'll see who gets the run coming off the turn.
Inside line gonna have the numbers. If you're the 89, you got to be aware of that in your rear view mirror. You don't want to block the outside, as here comes the 29. He gets to the inside. That's Mangialardi. All right, you got your Taz impression now?
Bleh!
There it is. He's in the lead. Karski into second, and here comes, for the first time tonight, up inside the top 5, that 18 truck of Ray Hewlett Jr.
29 trying to defend top and bottom here. Got that 89 come to the inside, pretty much all by himself. That 18 a little bit far back. So he's going to run down the back straightaway. We'll see if that gets him to the back bumper. Looks like he will. Anders going to get a good push here. 97 giving the 25 a big push up high, though.
But no help immediately on the back bumper of the 97. The 18's got help from the 3 as the second truck in line. So it's not necessarily about that second truck in line, Ricky. Sometimes it's more about that third, about the fourth, about the fifth even, depending on how deep these lines roll at this point in the race. Right now, it seems like the better help is in the inside line. It's just they got to make it work. They're closer together. They're bunched up.
A9 starting to get a charge back on the bottom here. Dead heat coming through 3 and 4.
Still going to be side by side off that final corner down the front in front of all the fans packing out this grandstand. 29 going to lead that lap. Little wobble out of the 26 of Jimmer there. Now a move to the inside out of the 97, Makarski.
$97.29 side by side here coming on the back straightaway. Joe, we're getting close to the end of those 43 56 laps.
We are. Maybe 13 to go when we get back to the line. It's not a lot of time, Ricky. That's not a lot of time.
Not a lot of time at all, and these guys in a dead heat right now.
Are you feeling that intensity ramping up?
I feel it, Joe. I feel it.
I hope so, because I feel it too. Oh, we got 1-3 wide. Big moment there. How did they save it?
How did they save it, Joe? 4 wide.
15 trucks in the wall. All right, we're pushing it a little bit now, aren't we?
Pushing it a little bit.
Gonna replay what happened there because boy howdy, what a save. Big moment there with the 137 of Jed. Got stuck 3 wide. See Larry D, evasive maneuvers. Good job by everyone behind him, not hitting him. 15 truck also getting into the wall.
They're still racing up here too, Joe.
They are, and it's splintered this pack a little bit, Ricky, and that's going to really derail the numbers here at the front of the field. Talk about that third, fourth, fifth truck in line. There's only 6 trucks there on the inside, 5 trucks on the outside.
5 trucks on the outside. That's not deterring that 29. It looks like he's got a great run here. The 26 giving him a big push down the back straightaway here. It's got a gap on the 97 by a truck like 97 and McCarthy trying to get back to the inside here just a little bit.
You got to start
side by side here coming off of 4, Joe. They're in a dead heat. They're going to be coming into the trial for 10 laps
11.
to go already in tonight's race.
11 laps to go, Ricky. Come on.
What?
11 laps to go.
Oh, you're right. 11 laps to go. My bad. I thought it was 55.
What a silly goose. I'll let you call it next time around, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
I just don't want you to sell the fans at home short, you know? A little bit of contact there at the front. 26 trying to find a way around the 029. Jimmer and Mangialardi battling for the top spot. Hewlick there in the 18 with a big push from Chris Elliott in the 9.
Jimmer gave Mangialardi a really big shove there too, Joe, and you saw how much it cleared the whole field. That's going to fare well for the 29 for the moment, but no, not yet. Jimmer getting to the outside. Mangialardi left too much space open up top as they come across the line for 10 actual laps to go. I was right this time, Joe.
25 miles left in this race from Daytona. 26 truck back out in front of the field. Has help from the 18 of Hewlick Jr.
Jimmer out front, Hewlick Jr. in second. You see Chris Elliott come to the inside. Gonna get a push for that 29 truck, but he's looking to the inside of the 18. He's got that run on the bottom from that whole line. Started to come back together. Up top, they started to come together too. Elliott's not getting that help quick enough though, Joe.
Yeah, just he had the run, but didn't have the support, right? It's kind of the precarious spot you put yourself in when you're that second truck in line. 26 still out in front. Sees a battle for second behind him. Now the battle is transitioned to third as the 18 is clear of the inside line. Going to have help from the 23. The 2 Hewlick's going to be nose to tail here in the late stages of this race.
Jimmer got the front right now with Hewlick pushing him. But you see Chris Elliott trying to get back on the bottom with the Mangialardi pushing him in that 29. Not there just yet. They need some help. You see that the 2089 Anders is a lane lower than where the 29-9 is. They need to communicate on that if they can, see if they can get everyone in line. It's not going to happen. Anders go to the inside, going to take him 3 wide here coming into turn number 1.
That 89 truck has been out in front so much of this race. He knows he has to get back there with only a few laps remaining. 3 wide there. 029 stuck in the middle in that sucker hole. No help coming. Here comes the 1. Ricky, is it tense out there behind the wheel of one of these trucks? I mean, I haven't been out there in a while.
Oh, Joe, I'd imagine so.
Are you sure?
Just a little bit.
26, 18, 23. There's single file. 97 McCarthy almost clear of the inside line. 8 laps to go here. There goes the 97.
Comes McCarthy to the inside, that 97.
And my apologies, 7 laps to go.
Nine give it a big push on 97, but he doesn't have the help on the bottom. And now you see the 23, the other Hewlick coming to the inside on the 29 truck, or 26 truck of Jimmer here, excuse me. He's got that run for the moment. Let's see if he can hang on to it. He's going to need that low line to catch up with the 29. Catch the outside wall. They're spinning behind him. The 9's in the air. The 1's in the air. Oh, everyone's wrecking.
Big crash here through the trial. Multiple trucks involved. Caution going to be out. Oh, Ricky, I hope we get back going, and if we do, it's going to be a mad dash to the finish this race. Wouldn't have it any other way, but a big crash here late. Talked about things getting intense, and the pot finally boiled over.
Hot definitely boiled over, Joe. But like you said, 5 laps to go here. Are we going to get back going?
That is the question. See, the 9 truck got up on top of the barrier there.
I think with how quick the pace truck came out, that probably means they hit the yellow flag as the yellow came out there.
So we're not going to lose a lap to that.
We'll see.
Oh, man. Dennis Chambers here, and the 110 also collected up in it, along with the 80. Altanoff. On board with Larry D in the 188. Look out, Charlie Brown.
That's football kicked.
What was that?
That's football kicked.
I think that's the one chance you want that football to be gone when you're going up there to hit it. 20 truck also getting through it. 131 got collected. Or 137, excuse me, of Jed. These wrecks, too, off of turn 4, the spray is always interesting. Really, it's the checkup. 029 checks up, 9 has to check up, 1 can't check up in time. Alright, Ricky. Alright, Ricky. Okay. Okay, Ricky.
Okay.
What do you say?
Okay, Joe.
What do you say here for the finish of this one?
Make sure you stay till the finish on this one. Indeed. I think we're going to be going back.
I think so, too. Alright, so you set it up. You got a mad dash to the finish here, Ricky. What? This has to be the best you get up through the gears in your life, right? Like, you gotta go first, second, third, fourth. You better hit those shifts. You better, you know,
Yeah, hit everything, Joe.
Well, you don't want to hit the pace car or the wall.
I get hit the pace car a little bit.
Give it a little bump draft. I mean, you're gonna want to give that truck in front of you, the truck behind you. Hopefully, you know, he gives you a little bump at the start, kind of transfer all that momentum. But it's gonna be rough here.
Joe, are you ready to go
I am.
into the show?
I don't know what to say right now because this is such a
tense moment.
You know, it's It's going to be something here on this restart. It's
Oh, Joe, let's see if we get the one to go here, because I think we're going to get the one to go.
Welcome in, Zeke. Tuned in at a good time. See the end of this race. Yeah, so if we get the one to go here, that means we'll get a green-white checkered.
Yeah.
All right, green-white checkered. Here it comes. These drivers, they're not going to lose their heads, are they?
I don't think so.
You don't think so, or you know so?
I don't stink so. That's my answer to you, Joe.
Oh, man. A little tense. I'm tense up here in the booth because I don't... Ricky, I don't know what's going to happen here. You know?
That is true, Joe. I don't know what's going to happen either.
Yeah, that's scary, right? Fear of the unknown. I do know Jimmer is going to lead us back to green in this 26. I know that Doug Hulick is going to be to the outside. I know Ray Hulick's going to be there in third. Matt McCarskey and Tracy Anders. That's your top 5. Afterburner Motorsports, Christmas special. Afterburner Motorsports, if you want to get in on the action, we got their website linked in the video description below. Going back green. 2 laps to go from Daytona. A green-white checkered finish. Here we go. Green flag. We're back underway for the final time tonight.
They're leaning on each other, second row back, Joe.
Oh, we
see
got
2
trucks around.
15's around. Oh, we got several trucks into each other. Caution back out, Joe.
We're racing back. This is the finish,
racing
Ricky.
back. Who's going to get it?
Up through the gears, 26 Jimmer. He is going to have to throw some blocks here because the caution flag is going to be out here when we get back to the line. They're crashing behind him. That's right.
Behind him. 61's around. They're neck and neck here coming down into turn 3. Bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper. Who's going to get the edge?
Numbers advantage to the outside. 18, 26. They're up the track trying to push that outside line higher and higher towards that outside retaining wall. It's side by side off of turn number 4.
Oh, the wrecking behind him is going to be a dead heat. Joe coming to the line. Who's going to get it?
Give it to Doug Hulick in the 23. Jimmer going to be second in the 26. And the 3 of John Godfrey going to be your top 3 finishers here tonight. Saw the 18 and 97 crashing there off of turn number 4.
Now, they can't wreck just yet, Joe. They got to make it around
They
one
do
more
have
time
to make it
before
around
they,
one more time. White flag in the air. It's your Death Craver one to go. Check out the new novel available now on Amazon. But Doug Hulick going to take home the victory tonight in the number 23.
Yo, the 61 went for an absolute tumble on the back straightaway as we were watching that, by the way.
We will get replays of the incidents for you folks at home once this car comes across the line and the order is in stone. Heartbreak for a couple truckers there, though, at the finish. We talked about the restart being so traumatic, so important, so hectic. It was. Couple trucks taken out in it. Couple trucks better off for it. None more, though, than the 23. Doug Hulick going to take home the checkered flag tonight in his Toyota Tundra. He's your race winner in the Afterburner Motorsports Christmas Special. So let's get some replays of what happened. Oh my gosh, the 61 did take a tumble. Let's get a replay first of the incident that brought out the caution, Ricky. It's a jumble here.
A jumble, a jamble? a Jamboree.
See, the 15 gets in the wall. The 137 gets in the back of him. Chris Elliott also involved in this one. 68 and 137, they got locked together. And then you talked about the 61 of Wright having a tumble down the back straightaway. Here's how that happened. Watch how violent this is. And lands on his roof. But Ricky Doug's going to bring it around. He'll get to burn it down for the fans here at Daytona. He's your race winner here tonight. Doug Hewlick, winner here tonight. He burns it down for the fans in Daytona. Well, he tried.
Quick one.
Quick little one. Folks, post-race results going to be on your screens here in a few moments. Again, can't thank you enough for tuning in here tonight to JTN. Make sure if you haven't already, click the like button on the video, subscribe. You don't want to miss a second of the action of what we got going on here in JTN. If you appreciate our coverage of this race, you got to hit that like button. You got to hit subscribe especially. We're going to go ahead and start talking with our top 3 finishers here tonight. Let's go ahead and start with the driver that finished second here this evening. He's already out of his truck. Driver of the number 26. Bring him in. Here we go. Driver of the number 26, Jimmer. Jimmer, do you got a copy?
10-4, I got a copy.
Buddy, second place finish here tonight. I know it was, things kind of got thrown through for a loop there with the caution coming out right after the restart. How frantic was that last lap there coming back to the yellow flag?
Well, I'll tell you, I sweated a lot, and yeah, I was vibrating to say the least. It was very intense.
How much fun was a race like tonight? Of course, it's a special event, you know, no points, none of that stuff, but still, I think important for all these drivers to have a good finish. You get a second place run here tonight. I know you would have wanted it one spot better, but how much fun and how cool was this race tonight?
Oh, the race is always cool. I've been doing this I think for 12 years now, or maybe even longer, so I would never miss it. It's always a lot of fun, and it was a great race. These guys are some of the best.
We saw some really intense racing kind of in that first stint before our first caution. A lot of side-by-side action. You're up there kind of diced it up with everyone. How important is the draft maybe for folks at home with CTS physics maybe compared to like other physics with NR 2003?
The draft is huge. That's the only way you can make up any positions after you lose some. I was crazy enough to put on 4 tires when I told the pit crew to put on 2, and I got way back, but I gained it back through some good drafting.
It's more fun though to have to drive from the back to the front, right?
Oh, for sure. It's nice to pass everybody 3 or 4 times a race.
He says that with sarcasm and sass, Jimmer. Congratulations on the second place finish. Before we let you go, want to give you the opportunity. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Want to give you the opportunity. Shout out folks that help you get to the track every week. Shout out friends, family. Of course, it's the holiday season. Floor is yours, man. Here's a microphone. I'm gonna shut up. Shout out all those fine folks.
Yeah, I ain't got much of family except for the people around here, so we're going to say Merry Christmas to all the people in Afterburner, and thank you guys for putting on such a good show.
Well, Jimmer, again, congratulations on the second place result here tonight. Can't thank you enough for your time. Hope we get to talk to you more here in the future. And again, congratulations and have a very happy holiday and a Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Driver the number 26, Jimmer, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and next talk with our race winner. He's the driver of the number 23, Doug Hewlick. Doug, you got a copy.
I got a copy.
Winner, chicken dinner. You only lead the most important 2 laps of the race. How'd that happen?
I got no clue. The old whiteout truck was really fast most of the night. I had a little problem with Charles. Apologize to him for that happening. Just put myself in the right spot. I was trying to push my brother up to the lead, being his birthday and all, but he said he wanted to stay up there with his Canadian bud. So I went low, ended up in second. Pat gave me a push just when I needed it, when that caution came out. And like you say, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
No hard feelings, though, with Bro, right? I mean...
No, he'll probably be mad at me. Yeah, well, I don't know. That brotherly love thing.
Oh,
It goes
I know.
a long way.
Listen,
But I wanted him. It was his birthday. It's his birthday today, so it would have been nice for him to get that, top 3 podium. But he enjoys getting out here and running, and so do I.
well, it was a really interesting race tonight with the kind of where our cautions fell. We got a long green flag run there at the start, then a shorter one, and then kind of some intermediate ones thereafter, and then of course a green white checkered at the end. How intense was that restart? Obviously the caution comes out right after you guys get back going, so then it's a mad dash back around to the line. How intense is that leading up to the restart, and then how much does that get ratcheted up when a caution comes out there with 2 to go?
Well, the blood pressure definitely went through the roof. I didn't take my medicine this evening. You get going, you're like, okay, guy's pushing me, I'm looking below me, and all of a sudden the caution comes out, and you're like, okay, how hard can I squeeze them down so that they don't really get a run off of 3 and 4? And I was just lucky enough. Pat really gave me a shot going into 3, and I got around them, and then I look back right as the start finish line, and I see people going everywhere. So, it was intense.
Well, Doug, a great run for you here tonight. Congratulations on the victory. Hopefully that blood pressure's coming down now. You get to go out, you get to celebrate, get to rub it in your brother's face. I know I would rub it in my brother's face if I beat him out there on the track. But before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. I know you got a lot of folks cheering you on. You had folks cheering you on, Paula in chat. Folks cheering you on, folks to shout out. Great group of friends, family here at the league. I want to give you the opportunity, any shout outs, and to send out your holiday wishes.
Thank you. Special shout out to all my family, Paula, Kim, Ray, and Bruce. My kids, Bailey and Nolan. I actually just drove in from Hartsville, South Carolina this morning. We left at 10 a.m. and I pulled in at 7:30. So long day driving really fast on the highway. Maybe that does benefit driving this thing really fast. I'm not sure. Shout out to my buddy Matt D out in California. Hope to see you over the holiday season. And thank you for putting on this show for us tonight.
Well, Doug, again, congratulations on the win here this evening. Cannot thank you enough for your time after this one. Hope you get to go out and celebrate. And again, have a very happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, and we hope to be talking with you again soon.
Thank you for being here, and I'm not going to go celebrate. I'm going to bed.
Fair enough. Doug Heulick, driver the number 23. He'll celebrate in his dreams. He's your race winner here tonight. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
And finally, we're going to go ahead and talk with our third place finisher. He's the driver of the number 3 here tonight, John Godfrey. John, you got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
Third place finish here tonight. I know it felt like it was an up and down night for you in this 3 team, kind of mired in the mid to back of the pack there. You make the charge at the end of the race, though, to get up into the front. How say you about this race tonight? Am I portraying it accurately?
Oh yeah, pretty accurate. I got wiped out on pit road under caution on lap 35, and I thought the night was over for all intents and purposes. But I got back out on the track, and it seemed that was right at a critical juncture where guys were going back in and topping off. So I gained a few spots before the green fell again, and I certainly wasn't expecting to talk to you, but the way things happened there on the last green flag run, it was pretty crazy. I hope it was as exciting to watch as it was to drive.
Well, I think we had a really fun time up here in the booth. I think Ricky would concur with me on that. But An exciting race out there on the track. You mentioned it there. How crazy was that last restart, though? I mean, green, white, checker, you don't always get those here in this game or this sim. Or how hectic, how crazy was that there with coming back for a green, white, checkered at Daytona?
Yeah, that was wild. Prior to that, I had pretty much committed to pushing Tracy Anders up through there to wherever he might end up. But once that happened and a couple of trucks just to my right got involved in something and it opened up a gap, so I took the shot. And yeah, it was crazy.
Obviously, tonight's special race and all. What does it mean to get a podium finish in one of these special events?
Oh, it's outstanding. Ray's got quite a tradition going here with these Christmas races. They're so much fun and it's so competitive, and this whole new wrinkle adding your coverage to it. We're really happy about that.
Well, John, again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight. Third place run for the 3 truck. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. I'm sure you got a great group of folks cheering you on, rooting you on, and I'm sure you got some great folks to shout out before we end our broadcast here tonight. I want to give you the opportunity. Floor is yours to do so.
Thanks, Joey, and we'll thank the boys back at the shop for giving me a fast hot rod and making this possible. And certainly want to say thanks to Ray and all the guys at Afterburners for putting this together and making this great event such a tradition now. So looking forward to next year already.
John, again, congratulations on the podium. Third place finish here tonight. Pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you. Can't thank you enough for your time. Hope to be talking with you here in the future. Have a very happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, and again, can't thank you enough for your time.
Thank you, Joe. Merry Christmas to you guys.
John Godfrey, driver the number 3, your third place finisher here tonight from Daytona. Ricky, what more can you say really about this race tonight? A fun time. All these drivers had a great time. We had a great time here up in the booth. Hope folks at home watching enjoyed our coverage. Hopefully we get to do more of these events with Afterburner in the future. But overall, fun time here from Daytona. It never disappoints.
Absolute blast here tonight, Joe, and I hope everyone enjoyed that because I sure had fun up here, and I hope you had fun up here because I think we both had fun up here.
That was a little circular of a comment there, was it?
It was. I realized I was being circular, and I owned it. I gunned for it. I gunned it.
Well, again, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in here tonight. Would like to remind you that you can follow us on our social media at JoeTowNetwork on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. We're available on all of those platforms.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, we got one more person.
Do we?
I think we do.
Can we just pull him in here?
Yeah, he said it's good to go.
Okay, let's go ahead and pull him in here. Let's pull in the driver of the number 18 here tonight, Ray Hewlett Jr. Ray, you got a copy? We wanted to say happy birthday to you here on air, but also wanted to ask you some questions.
I appreciate the birthday wishes. It's a hell to get old.
I wanted to give you the opportunity here tonight because this is our first time with you guys here at Afterburner. Always like when we come out to some new leagues, you got, obviously we're in that like weird portion of the year, right? Where seasons have ended and we're getting ready to ramp up for 2024. Wanted you to give the opportunity, kind of give that elevator pitch for Afterburner Motorsports here and all the stuff that you guys have going on Sundays through Wednesdays.
Okay, we race 4 nights a week, like you were just saying. Sunday, which is our Gen 6 15 Cup mod, which is fixed setup. We try to follow a NASCAR schedule, not like the present schedule, but last year we did the 1999 NASCAR schedule. Extreme trucks, it's kind of whatever the schedule falls out to be. We pick a track that we want to race on, and we don't follow any type of schedule really. Tuesday's the open set Gen 6 BR 15 CTS. That's open set. We pick the tracks we like to race on and have a blast. And Wednesday is the NXS 20 GNS fixed setup series, which follows a particular year in NASCAR's history.
And for people that want to get in on the action, how can they do so?
If they want to join the league, you can sign up on the forum. You can Facebook page, go to Afterburner Motorsports Sim Racing, I believe it's a post on Facebook. Send me a message. There's links on our front page that you can contact me through those. Yeah, just any way you want to try.
All right, now that we got the business out of the way, Ray, wanted to ask you, obviously tonight.
Cake?
Well, listen, I've been told I can't sing on air, so we're not gonna sing.
I don't want you getting booted off the air for duplication of a song or something. Copyright, isn't it? Or is that gone now?
Yeah, I have no idea. Let me tell you, that's a
Can
different.
I say something first?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I book next year already?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm booking next year. Everybody that's watching, verify it. So when Joe comes back to me, you didn't book a date. And since I'm booking a year ahead, do I get a discount?
No.
No, I'm just kidding. You
I
guys,
know, I know.
mean, my wife watched it, and she enjoyed it. My sister Paula was watching it. My son Chris was watching it, and I got dumped at the end.
Well, yeah.
I don't care.
Hey, it was your birthday present, right?
Getting dumped, right?
Yeah. Hey, but wanted to ask you because we talked a little bit before the race. What does it mean for you? Obviously, it's a special event to have a great turnout tonight, right? It's Sunday night here in the holiday season, and what does it mean to you as the person that's putting this thing together to see such a strong turnout? And you guys had a great race tonight.
Yeah, I didn't need the caution on the last lap.
Well,
but that's here nor there. Didn't need the beer can caution. I don't know who was throwing the beer cans out, but a lot of people don't realize Afterburner is one of the oldest leagues in NASCAR racing, besides like Open Speedway and some of the other leagues. I think BSR. We've been around since the game came out in 2003. So I'm not the original owner. I took it over probably 13, 14 years ago when it wasn't going anywhere, and I enjoy it. I mean, the fields aren't as big, but I think sometimes smaller fields are much more fun.
more intimate, I think is the best way to
I mean, you get a 40-car field, you're waiting for the caution. Seriously, it's like
no, I know.
Any second.
I've been there. Been there, done that. But Ray, again, want to thank you for bringing us out here tonight. You guys put on a fantastic show. You did a great job. One of the better hosts for us here on JTN. Welcome us in with open arms. Wanted to thank you for that. Wanted to give you one last opportunity here before we close our show tonight. I know you already mentioned some family. Anyone else you want to shout out or thank before we wrap the bow on this race here tonight?
Well, like I said before the race started, my wife, my dog, which is Riley. I have my brother's dog here right now. It's Mila. And so I'm babysitting his dog. He's coming tomorrow to pick her up. My sister Kim up Cleveland, my brother Bruce down in Pittsburgh. He probably isn't watching. Neither is my sister Kim. But yeah, I posted it all over Facebook on open chat saying this is what I'm doing tonight. I appreciate Chris Elliott. He has another league he runs. John. I appreciate my three admins, Mike Altenhoff, Tracy Anders, and Joe Morabito. Because without those guys, I can't do it. It's a lot of work by yourself. I want to thank all our drivers because I let each and every driver make a comment or a suggestion on what to do. So it's just not me. It's a group.
Well, Ray, I think that's...
Because there is no I in racing.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there is. There is no I in team.
There it is.
How's that? That's it.
That's it.
I'm sorry. It's been a long weekend.
Well, you're eating a lot of cake, right?
No, I don't eat cake.
Oh.
I had some ice cream though.
Okay, eating a lot of ice cream then. You got a little brain freeze.
Yes.
That
and
it?
pizza.
Okay. There. Oh, don't get me started. Now I'm hungry. I gotta go to bed soon. Ray, congratulations on a successful event here tonight. Again, can't thank you enough for bringing us out. A happy birthday again. Wishing you and your entire family a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and well, I guess we're looking forward to 2024.
Absolutely. Hope to see you guys sooner than next December. Or maybe we'll just do a special race during the summer, as long as it fits your schedule and mine.
Sounds like a plan, Ray. Thank you so much.
Both of you doing a great show.
Thank you.
What it was a show.
Indeed it was. Ray Heulick Jr., driver of the 18, owner here at Afterburner Motorsports, joining us after this race. Also the birthday boy. Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Joe.
And now, Ricky, that concludes our coverage here tonight. Great event, great time. Look we even got a booking on air for next year. Look at that. Folks, that's your sign. If you need a date with us here at JTN, you got to sign up now because dates are already going in December of next year. Got anything else for him, Ricky?
Jeez, I don't know, Joe. I think that's all I got.
That's all Ricky's got, folks. Can't thank you enough for tuning in, for watching. Again, subscribe, click like, follow us on our social media. All those links are in the video description below if you want to get in on the action here at Afterburner Motorsports. We got their website. It's also linked down there below. You heard Ray. You can reach out to their Facebook page. You can reach out to Ray as well. Or you can sign up on the forums there. That is also linked on the website. Remember, folks, the next time we're live is 1 week from tonight. Mondays of Thunder, their Truck Series season finale from Supercell. With all of that, though, being said, for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for my colleague, Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Towanski. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Happy holidays and a Merry Christmas to you and yours. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're gonna be. Oh! Turn 4 into the trial. Whitehill and through the grass. It's gonna be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the line and a wrecking behind him. The other cars flying everywhere. The car's upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're gonna be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux for
third. Contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy